Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another cozy episode of Daily English Stories for Beginners. I am Lisa, and I am so happy to be here today.
And I am Mike. Hello to all our lovely listeners around the world. We have a very special topic for you today.
That is right, Mike. Today, we are talking about something we all do every day. We are talking about giving advice and making suggestions.
Oh, this is such a great topic, Lisa. It is about how we help our friends and family when they have a problem.
Exactly. In English, there are many ways to give advice. Some ways are very direct, and some ways are very soft and gentle.
It is important to know which one to use so we don't sound like we are bossing people around.
Yes, nobody likes to be told what to do in a mean way. We want to be supportive and kind.
In this episode, we will learn phrases like you should, why don't you, and my favorite, if I were you.
We have 4 wonderful stories today. We will talk about dying plants, getting lost, job interviews, and even traveling.
It is going to be a very busy but very useful episode. So grab a cup of tea, find a comfortable chair, and let's start learning together.
Are you ready, Mike?
I am always ready, Lisa. Let's go.
So, Mike, I heard you were having a little bit of trouble at home this morning. Is everything okay?
Oh, Lisa, it is terrible. My favorite houseplant, Barnaby, is looking very sad.
You named your plant Barnaby? That is so cute.
I did, but Barnaby has yellow leaves now. I don't know what to do. I feel so bad for him.
Oh no, that is a real problem. Well, Mike, I think I can help you. I have many plants at home.
Really? You are a plant expert.
I am not an expert, but I have some experience. First, let me give you some simple advice. You should check the soil.
You should check the soil. Okay, that sounds easy.
Yes, should is the most common word for advice. It is simple and friendly. I'm saying it's a good idea to check the soil.
I see. So if I say you should, I am giving a helpful opinion.
Exactly. Also, Mike, you should not give him too much water. Yellow leaves often mean too much water.
Oh, I have been giving him water every single day. Maybe that is the problem.
Yes, that is definitely too much. You should only water him once a week.
Thank you, Lisa. That is very useful advice. You should water him once a week. I will remember that.
But wait, Mike, there's another thing. Where does Barnaby live?
He lives in a dark corner of my living room. He likes the dark, right?
Oh, Mike, no. Most plants need light. Maybe you should move him closer to the window.
Maybe you should. I like that. Adding maybe makes the advice sound even softer.
Yes, it makes it a suggestion rather than a rule. Maybe you should move him.
That is a great tip. So should is for what is good, and maybe you should is for a gentle idea.
Exactly. Poor Barnaby. I hope he feels better soon.
Me too. I will go home and move him immediately.
That's the spirit. Now, Mike, I have a story for you, too. It happened to my friend Sarah last weekend.
Oh, what happened to Sarah?
She went to the city center to meet a friend, but her phone died. No GPS, no maps, nothing.
Oh no. Being lost in a big city without a phone is very scary.
It is. She was very stressed. She didn't know which bus to take to get home.
So what did she do? Did she just walk around in circles?
Almost. But then she saw a police officer. She went up to him and explained the situation.
That was smart. What did the officer say?
Well, he was very kind. He didn't just say, take bus number 10. He gave her suggestions.
Oh, I love suggestions. What phrases did he use?
He said, why don't you go to the library? They have free computers there.
Why don't you? That is a classic English phrase for a suggestion.
Yes, even though it looks like a question, it is actually a way of giving an idea.
It sounds very friendly, like a partner helping you think.
Exactly. Why don't you go to the library? Sarah thought that was a good idea, but the library was far away.
Oh, so she needed another option.
Right, so the officer said, "How about asking that shopkeeper over there? He knows all the bus routes."
How about, and then he used asking. He added ing to the verb.
Good catch, Mike. After how about, we usually use a verb with ing. How about asking? How about going? How about calling?
That is a very important rule for our listeners. How about asking the shopkeeper?
Sarah liked that idea. She went to the shopkeeper and he was very helpful.
Did she get home safely?
She did, but before she left, the shopkeeper gave her one more piece of advice.
What was it?
He said, "In the future, you ought to carry a portable charger for your phone."
You ought to. Oh, that sounds a bit more formal than should.
You're right, Mike. Ought to is very similar to should, but it feels a bit more serious or professional.
I see. You ought to carry a charger. It sounds like a very strong recommendation.
Exactly. Sarah learned her lesson. Now she never leaves home without a charger.
I should get a portable charger too. My phone always dies at the worst time.
See? You're following the advice already.
It's true. Okay, Lisa, I have a third story. This one is about my younger cousin Leo.
Oh, how is Leo doing?
He is very nervous. He has a big job interview tomorrow for a position at a bank.
Wow, a bank. That is a big deal. Why is he nervous?
Well, he doesn't know what to wear, and he's afraid he will forget what to say.
Poor Leo. We have all been there. Job interviews are very stressful.
I tried to help him yesterday. I used a very special phrase. I said, "Leo, if I were you, I would practice in front of a mirror."
If I were you, I would... That is a beautiful B1 level phrase, Mike.
Thank you. I call it the "put yourself in their shoes" phrase.
That is a perfect way to describe it. When we say, "if I were you," we are imagining we are the other person.
Exactly. It shows a lot of empathy. It shows that I really care about his problem.
It is also very polite because it's just your personal opinion based on your own life.
Right. And Leo asked, "What should I wear?"
And what did you tell him?
I said, "If I were you, I would wear a nice suit. It shows you are serious about the job."
That is excellent advice. A suit is always a safe choice for a bank.
Then he asked about the questions. He's worried about difficult questions.
What did you suggest for that?
I said, "Why don't you write down some notes tonight? It will help you stay calm."
Why don't you write down some notes? Very good, Mike. You are becoming a master of suggestions.
I try my best. But then Leo said something funny. He said, "Maybe I should just stay home so I don't fail."
Oh no, he can't do that. That is just the fear talking.
I know. I told him, "You shouldn't think like that, Leo. You are very smart and capable."
Good job, Mike. Sometimes advice is just about giving someone confidence.
It really is. I also told him, "How about taking a deep breath before you walk into the room?"
How about taking a deep breath? That is wonderful advice for anyone who is nervous.
He felt much better after our talk. He even started smiling again.
That makes me so happy. Giving good advice can really change someone's mood.
It really can. It's like giving a gift of words.
I love that. A gift of words. You are very poetic today, Mike.
I'm feeling inspired. Do you have one more story for us, Lisa?
I do. This one is about my neighbor, Mr. Brown. He wants to go on a vacation, but he can't decide where to go.
That is a high-quality problem to have. Does he want the beach or the mountains?
That is exactly what he's confused about. He asked me for a recommendation.
Oh, a recommendation is just another word for advice, right?
Exactly. When someone asks, "What do you recommend?" they want your advice.
So, what did you tell Mr. Brown?
Well, I know he loves hiking, so I said, "I suggest going to the Swiss Alps."
I suggest, and then you use the ing form again. I suggest going.
Yes, just like how about, we use the ing form after the verb suggest.
That is a great pattern for our listeners to learn. I suggest going to the mountains.
But Mr. Brown said he is a bit tired this year. He wants to relax more.
Ah, so the mountains might be too much work.
Right. So I changed my advice. I said, in that case, maybe you could go to a quiet beach in Spain?
Maybe you could. That is another very soft way to suggest something.
Yes. Using could instead of should makes it sound like an option, not a requirement.
I see. It's like saying, here is one possibility for you.
Exactly. It gives him the freedom to choose.
Did he like the beach idea?
He loved it. He said, that sounds perfect. I think I will book a flight to Spain tonight.
Wow, you helped him make a big decision.
I did, and I finished by saying, you'd better check the weather before you book, though.
You'd better. Oh, Lisa, that sounds a bit stronger.
You are right. You'd better is used when there might be a negative result if you don't follow the advice.
Like if he doesn't check the weather, he might go during a storm.
Exactly. You'd better check means it is very important to do this or something bad might happen.
I see. So we use you'd better for warnings.
Yes, it is very common in English when we want to be very helpful about a potential problem.
That is a very powerful phrase. I will use it carefully.
Good idea, Mike. It is mostly for friends or people you know well.
This has been such a great conversation, Lisa. We have covered so many ways to help people.
We really have. From plants to vacations, English has a phrase for everything.
It really does. I feel like I am ready to give advice to everyone now.
Just remember to be kind and use a friendly tone of voice.
Of course, a smile makes every suggestion better.
I agree 100%. Wow, Mike, that was a lot of great information. I think our listeners need a little summary.
I think you're right. Let's do a word tour of all the phrases we use today.
Great idea. The first one is the most famous, should.
We use should for general friendly advice. For example, you should water your plants.
And don't forget the negative form, shouldn't.
Right. You shouldn't give the plant too much water. It means it is a bad idea.
Next, we have my favorite gentle suggestion, why don't you?
This is a question that is actually an idea. Why don't you write down some notes? It sounds very supportive.
Then we have how about.
Remember the rule. Use the ing form. How about taking a deep breath? It's a great way to offer an alternative.
We also talked about a slightly more formal one, ought to.
You ought to carry a charger. It's just like should, but it feels a bit stronger.
And for our B1 learners, we have the empathy phrase, if I were you.
If I were you, I would wear a suit. This is how you give advice by putting yourself in the other person's situation.
We also used I suggest.
Again, use the ing form. I suggest going to Spain. It is a clear and professional way to give an idea.
For options, we used maybe you could.
Maybe you could go to the beach. This is very soft and gives the other person a choice.
And finally, the warning phrase, you'd better.
You'd better check the weather. Use this when you want to prevent a mistake or a problem.
These are so many useful tools for your English conversation kit.
They really are. Listeners, try to pick one or two of these today and use them with a friend.
Even if you are just talking to yourself in the mirror, like Leo.
Especially then, it's the best way to practice.
I agree. The more you say these phrases out loud, the more natural they will feel.
And remember, being helpful in English is about more than just grammar. It's about being a good friend.
That is so true, Mike. A little bit of advice can go a long way.
It certainly can.
Well, we are almost at the end of our episode, but before we go, we have a homework question for you.
We want to hear from you in the comments. This is your chance to practice.
Here is the question.
If your friend is feeling very stressed about learning English, what advice would you give them?
Oh, that's a good one. Use one of our phrases from today. For example, you should listen to this podcast every day.
That is very good advice, Mike. Or you could say, why don't you try to speak for 5 minutes every morning?
We can't wait to read your suggestions. Please write them in the comments below.
We read every single comment, and they make us so happy.
They really do. Your progress is our biggest inspiration.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Daily English Stories for Beginners if you enjoyed this lesson.
It helps our channel grow so we can help more students just like you.
Thank you for spending your time with us today. You are doing an amazing job with your English.
Keep going, keep practicing, and most importantly, stay curious.
You have the power to learn anything. We believe in you.
Until next time, be kind to your plants and be kind to yourselves.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.